Contemplating. Mind experiment.
It's no sleep, baby.
Welcome, everybody, to No Sleep, the podcast. Hope you had a lovely Christmas time. We're a comedy podcast, so just in case you had a shitty Christmas time, we're hopefully going to make you laugh a couple times. And I'm going to get us started with a few jokes. These ones are good. I personally would never do a threesome because I have too much self-respect to ever let anyone see me nut that fast.
I feel like you could just get right back into it, though.
That's
you
true.
know what I mean?
I think that's what actually happens.
Not that fast twice.
Yes. I just need a hot 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Scroll on your phone for a little bit.
Yeah.
You guys need a towel or anything? All right, I'll be back in a minute.
I'm going to go get Jimmy John's.
Yeah. You guys figure things out.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Yeah. You ladies have fun.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Next joke. For the last time, folks, I'm not gay. Unless you're hot. Then maybe.
Where's the? Oh, they're right here. Yeah. Sorry, AJ.
That's all right. Cut to Toll McGrain.
Oh, shit. Oh, baby. You guys see these infants with earrings? You ever see infants with earrings? I do see that sometimes, and it kind of bothers me. I'm not going to lie to you. But that being said, I did get Meryl a skull tattoo for Christmas.
Nice.
Yep. Flaming. It's on a rattle. It's pretty cool.
Face tat.
Yep. I have on. Yeah, I feel like it's funny that like I'm 43 years old. Today I was working with a kid, new guy at work. He was a nice guy, and he goes, "Yeah, man, I've vaped because I was vaping. He saw me vaping. He goes, I was vaping. I vaped from 13 to 23. I go, oh, 13 to 23. I go, how old are you? It was 23. I was like, Jesus Christ. I'm 20 fucking years older than you. You were 10 years old when I started working here. God damn.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I never thought about it.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
He was 13 years old. I got the math wrong.
Yeah, still pretty
Anyway,
crazy.
I was just like, oh my God. I smoked cigarettes longer than you were alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At first,
Cool.
I was going to ask, I was like, do you call everyone that first starts their kid? It was like some young kid started. But then it turned out he really was
Call
kind
him
of
a rookie.
Yeah. He's a big boy with a beard. When he said he was 23, I was like, what the fucking fuck? I was like, oh, so I'm like old, huh? He's like, yeah, pretty old. Been working here a long time. I was like, yeah, I have.
Like, what you know about Tesla? You threw him out of a truck.
Yeah. So that was cool.
God damn.
Yeah.
What's the vape flavor today? Before we
Same
cut
as
down?
last. It's the same one.
The vape
Give it a
du
little-
jour?
Yeah.
It's on 0, but it still tastes pretty good. You
That's
tell
why I
me.
like it.
You tell me. For being on 0, sometimes the flavor
Doesn't
kind
taste
of
bad at all.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, my eyes start.
It doesn't taste bad at all.
It's the
Blood
end
is
of
pouring
Indiana
out of your
Jones.
eyes.
Yeah.
Now, I would be the right person to test it because
Yeah.
when you're sucking on it all the time, I remember from vaping, you start to almost not taste it or something.
Yeah, if you go to a new one and then you're like, oh, this one's still got some in it, and then you're like, ugh, this tastes like old spit. Yeah,
Makes sense.
yeah, it does make sense.
Old spit does smell pretty bad. I've noticed.
It's gross.
Every once in a while.
Yeah.
I'll just
Yeah.
like lick my hand or something.
Yeah, always think of sneeze guards on salad bars, and that, like, if you think of the smell of a sneeze, it makes me want to barf. You know, like dried sneeze.
Yeah. It's just a bunch of like dried out shit from your mouth.
Yeah.
Bacteria.
Yeah.
Well, it's so strange that it's all kind of connected to like the nose to mouth. Like I realize that every time I get a cold, I'm like, I didn't realize it's such a through line.
Oh yeah.
It just drains right.
I get
back
so
there.
really bad sinus infections sometimes, and like one side of my head will hurt so bad, and then I'll lay on the other side, and over like 10 minutes, you can feel all of it slowly, like one of those fucking desk things.
Yeah, right.
Where it's like
the little
bloop,
hourglass.
bloop, switching to the other side. You're like, oh, it's starting to feel better. And then the other side will hurt really bad. It's like, oh.
Or you can't hear out of one side of your head the whole day. You're like, nice.
Just stuff full of crap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you sneeze so hard, you feel it like almost blast your eardrum out.
I'll try that sometimes, though.
Yeah.
You know, try to pop my ear, but I always feel like something's gonna I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it's
rupture
not
an
good
eardrum.
for you.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In general, just that much pressure on your head. All right.
Blood starts coming out of your ears. There you
Yeah, perfect.
Alex Carter, the man of the hour.
go. We all saw the healthcare CEO that was murdered. United Healthcare put out a bounty for information leading to the capture of his killer. This was like when it first happened, and they put up $10,000.
Whew.
Yeah, this is a multi-billion-dollar company. That would be like if I got murdered, and then Black Hat Ice Cream is like, we're gonna give out a lick of this ice cream cone if you can find the murderer.
You get a free pint.
Yeah, I don't think-
well, it's a half pint.
Yeah, it's a half pint,
Yeah.
and it's some kids have eaten it, but
Yeah.
you can taste it if you want.
It's one half bitten off ice cream nugget. Just for you.
And we want the little wooden spoon back.
Yeah, we need the spoon back.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I prematurely rim shotted you on that.
No,
That's what he does at threesomes too.
I was very proud of that joke. I have too much self-respect to let anyone see me come that fast. It's always good to say it again.
Did you see the speaking of Luigi Mangione? They showed him getting carted off to wherever he's going with like the ultimate squad of police.
Yeah.
Like
Perp
30
walk.
cops. Oh my gosh. Per every time he moves anywhere.
Yeah.
Then they showed the guy that murdered 3 college students just with one cop.
He's
Just
like, hi.
strolling
He's
along.
like eating a sandwich.
Yeah.
I saw in court that I don't know if he switched attorneys because there's this one guy that they were showing a ton. I don't know if he was like a public defender type guy that was pretty funny where he just wouldn't answer anything. And but now it seems like actually in court of some sort, there's a lady that's representing him, and she was talking about that perp walk where she was like, "This is great." I mean, what you were just talking about, where like, why would they have like M16s?
Yeah.
Like, why would you walk him this
Why
way?
would you do that?
Like Superman and fucking Man of Steel.
Well, it's almost reminiscent of Lee Harvey Oswald, where it's like, are you trying to set him up to be sort of like
it was,
Jack,
dude.
whatever?
Did you see
Jack
the
Ruby?
photo? They put the photo of when Oswald got shot, that famous photo with Luigi walking. I think he's walking to a court date. I don't know what he's doing, but
Yeah.
it was a very similarly framed, like
really?
composed photo, and their clothing was all very similar. Not exactly, but enough where you're like, well, that seems strange.
Yeah.
Well, and it's strange too.
I would not
because-
be surprised if that happened.
because Lee Harvey, I think in that walk, I don't know if it's the one that Jack actually shot him or a different one, but he was like, I'm a patsy. And then there are people saying that it's not, that Luigi's not even the same guy. Have you seen that as well? That people think it.
People always say that shit.
Yeah, but
Right.
I think Luigi's definitely, I mean, he's like, I don't know that much about it. Never mind.
I think it's. I don't know that much either, I guess, but that's never stopped me before. on this podcast. But I think there's some suspicious parts to people, mainly about he was so capable when it came to like the ghost gun, to the planning, to this and that, and then just being sort of found at the McDonald's the way he was.
It's very strange.
It seems almost
I found that very. He had like the orgy of evidence that they talk about, where it's like he had
Yes.
the confession on him, like his manifesto. He had the ghost gun. It was like,
And I believe he
got-
said that they planted things. I
I
don't know.
don't know.
Like in passing, or because there's times where he's tried to like yell out almost. You'll see pictures of him trying to say shit in those initial kind of perp walks. I went down that JFK rabbit hole a few times, and it doesn't surprise me that someone has made those comparisons already. I'm not copying them, but even just from my own AJ perspective of the world, which is, woefully disconnected.
Limited, we'll
yes,
say.
yes. Even I was like,
Yeah.
this seems very Lee Harvey style, just some of the suspicions.
Right. I'd also like to. I feel like previous podcasts it sound like I really condone murder, and I would like to
It
say
did kind of come off. that way.
I don't condone murder, but like if you're doing horrible shit, you might get murdered. I don't know.
And I think
There's certain people that are on lists of people that higher up. If somebody got whacked, be like, well,
yeah.
it kind of makes sense, buddy.
Well, and I took it from a
I don't
place.
condone murder.
Let's get that clear.
yeah.
Let's get a clean shot of that.
Yeah.
Him saying that.
Indifferent in some cases.
Yeah.
But when you were talking about it, I took it as more. You can't be or it would be weird to be surprised that people aren't upset about it,
Right.
Because of what you just said.
Yes.
Of someone, because there are people like, oh, because he was from Iowa and. Oh, he had a family and this and that, but it's like, yeah, so did people at Treblinka and shit, where it's like, I mean, some of the stuff that United specifically, it's like the lowest rated healthcare organization like on earth, or at least like in the country.
They were using faulty AI to not give people insurance.
Yeah. So you do shit like that. And it's, same thing. I would not condone murder necessarily.
Yeah.
No, but it is wild when like you pay your whole life for insurance and then you're like, oh no, I have cancer. And then you start getting cancer treatments and then your insurance is like, we're not going to pay for these anymore.
Yeah.
But I
It's
have
messed up,
cancer
dude.
and I need treatments to live. And I'm like, nah, we don't. And they'll have a bunch of bullshit. Like, and they do that every day. That's insane.
what they prefer to do.
I know.
Well, and,
Yeah.
and maybe this is me not understanding how insurance works. I wouldn't put that past myself. But with that said, it's like the insurance companies overall are winning almost every situation. It's like Vegas, where the amount of times that I have paid for insurance and not used it in
Right.
my life
Oh, yeah.
Right.
is astronomical.
That's how it works.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Where it's
Yeah.
like the fact that you can't shell out for people actually paying for insurance who are dying of cancer or leukemia or this or that. It's like you can maybe peel off a few bills for this
Right.
one. You know what I'm saying?
When you start making things for profit, they're going to try to profit as much as they can.
Yep.
That's our plan with the podcast.
Yeah. Our for-profit podcast.
Step 1, podcast. Step 2, blank. Step 3, profit.
Yes.
Dollar
That's
bill
right.
stack emoji.
Dollar
stack.
bills, y'all.
Yeah. Dollar bill
That's how it
money
works.
mentality.
Oh, yeah. What was I?
It is an interesting time. I mean, I know that's a little doom and gloom, but it is fascinating. I mean, just that whole system, how us as a people, like citizens of the country, are reacting to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there was weirdly like a pride in what had happened, that it was like finally.
Oh yeah, there's a
One of-
weird undertone that got tapped into, and we're like, oh yeah, we all are really mad about this, but we haven't really all collectively come together.
No, and it's funny to watch the conservative talk show hosts be like, "This is disgusting." Like, well, you guys are the ones that love fucking guns
Right.
more than anyone on the planet.
They're just mad he didn't buy it from Cabela's.
Yeah, it's just like, what? I don't know. It's
Yeah.
crazy, but they love corporations more than they love guns, baby.
Right.
Yuck.
I would say my favorite take by far was some woman was like, "This is a great example, ladies, of if he wanted to, he would." I was like, that is the best takeaway from this. he 3D printed a gun. He got to New York.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, that is a good takeaway.
Yeah.
But I do love how
he
much.
should have been at your birthday party.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, and I think everyone that isn't happy about it, which are all cornballs, really, other than maybe the dude's family. But I think deep down they're pissed that he's just handsome as hell, too. Like,
Yeah.
he's not... Like, the guy who shot at Trump looked like such a dork.
Yeah.
On every level. He looked like he still played RuneScape or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just the biggest dweeb of all time. And Luigi looks like he fucks. I think they hate to see it.
Yeah, dude, that picture of him hiking with his shirt off.
Yeah.
You get out of here.
Yeah, it kind of
Luigi.
goes back to my earlier.
Yeah.
I'm not gay.
Yeah.
But maybe I need a prison pen pal. See what happens.
Hey, Luigi. You get AOL in prison, buddy? Put a little money on your books.
You need one of those, dude. You can get married to a prisoner. Be pretty sweet.
Yeah. Some people do.
Ladies do that frequently.
Oh yeah. If you're a good-looking bad guy that did something terrible and you got on the news, don't worry, you'll be married in prison. Lickety split.
Yeah.
The offers will come rolling in.
Yeah, and I mean, depending on how bad a thing you did, you might even get conjugal visits. So
Oh yeah, there you go.
hey, then you're just kind of in summer camp for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I might commit some crimes.
Sounds like you're close.
Tell me I don't have to go to work anymore, and I'll be having sex.
Somehow you wind up delivering beer in prison.
You have to work in prison.
You do.
Need you to deliver kegs of euthanizing agent to the for the electric chair. I got a little story that I thought you guys might enjoy. If you want me to if you want me to get it fired up. I know we've podcasted quite a few times in the last week, more than usual. So
Yeah.
we didn't have the well was running a bit low. But I did think of this story. I don't know about you. I don't know if I've ever farted in front of a girlfriend or a girl I was attracted to or anything. I've always been very self-conscious because I'm afraid that the one fart that I do fart is going to be so epic, like on a smell level or a sound level or whatever, that it's going to like forever
Alter
the
relationship.
Yeah.
and maybe the universe.
You farted a wormhole.
You end up in a terrible universe.
Yes. Where Luigi is not handsome.
Yeah.
That's a bad universe. But anyway, the one time I sort of did was with a longtime girlfriend. This was like one of the first times
Here we go.
we'd ever like slept in the same bed for the whole night together and everything, which was kind of a big deal when you first get
You didn't
into
bounce
that.
after. You're like, well, I got to get up early tomorrow.
Yeah. Gotta go put my hard hat on and get to work. You know? You're a cool girl though.
You're a cool girl.
But when you're hanging out, especially because like you're hanging out, you're having dinner, big pasta dinner, whatever, you're sitting there and you're just like, oh, I'm holding the fart in for hours. It's just cooking. And then so eventually she falls asleep and I hear a little princess snores. And I'm like, finally. Yeah. A little feather. It comes up and down. Finally she's asleep and I'm like, nice. And so I kind of lean up and go. I mean, huge fart. And she snaps awake and goes, "Who's there?" Like it snapped her out of she thought someone broke in.
That was one creaky door.
Yes.
Because storm's rolling in.
Yeah. I had to pretend I just woke up.
Huh?
Yeah.
I think the robber
I think
farted.
there's a gas leak. Yeah.
I think the robber.
One of those fart
Oh,
break-ins.
buddy.
Yeah.
I don't think Sarah knew. I don't think she fully had an understanding of what living with me truly entails.
She thought she did.
Yeah, she thought she did.
She got the diet version.
She did not.
Because she
Yeah.
had stayed over before.
She had. That's it.
Yes.
You know? And you had a few days with the toll house.
Tollbo cop.
You're getting a roundhouse to the face
Oh, a
of
fart.
air. yeah.
Like a
A lot
airlock
of,
break.
It's a lot of burping and farting, and I'm sorry, but it's like, well, I lived alone for 20 years. I mean, I had a roommate, but
You don't mind.
he didn't mind. And yeah, these poor girls are going to be pretty gross.
Had you farted and burped in front of her previously?
Oh, sure,
Here and there.
but not. Yeah, I feel like on Christmas Day, I said, "Oh, I forgot. I got you guys another present." Like, oh my God. And they were all like, I knew you were going to do that. I was like, ha, ha, ha. Merry Christmas.
Man,
I feel like the little girls must love it.
Oh, they do.
of course.
Everybody loves a fart.
Yeah.
There was no, I mean, I would almost pass out from laughter if like someone farted in church
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
or like at a choir concert or school.
That's
It's
what.
like, I have to leave now, I guess. I mean,
Yeah, I have two. I have the 6-year-old who speaks and is an intelligent person, and then the baby who does not speak, both of them be farting on me all the time. And I'm just like, whatever, kids.
Yeah.
Dad's gonna fucking dole it out as he receives,
Yes.
and it will be.
Dad giveth, Dad taketh.
That's right. Yes, that is right.
Yeah. I see no shame in it. I think it's a personal, like on my part, I think it's my own fear. Like I
No,
said,
Yeah,
I get it.
You gotta fart though. You gotta fart.
I've found that if
you
you're
fart in front of
in,
Angela.
Of course.
if you're in the kind of
gives me hope.
relationship where you feel so self-conscious,
Yeah.
well, maybe if you are that it's a give or take. Because I've been in that
I
position
think it's more on
where I
within-
feel so
is, yeah.
I feel so self-conscious with the person that I'm like, ooh. And then you walk in the hallway and it sounds like a fucking airplane's taking off. You know? You get out, you're like, I gotta step out for a minute before we go to bed. Like
Is there a Piper Cub in the house?
yeah.
I think someone's doing
You're
some carpentry.
Yeah, trying to let it out slowly.
You give me a router
like
for
releasing a balloon. Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. Well, it doesn't help too because I feel like the toilet is just like a fart little cave that makes it like
It's an echo chamber.
Yeah.
Where it's like if you're trying to like quietly shit because that's I mean we talked about some of my shit stories. We don't need to get into the whole thing, but,
Yeah.
but it's like I have IBD, inflammatory bowel, which means I basically like right after I eat, I feel like I have to poop. It doesn't mean I necessarily
Oh.
have to, but it's like my body just
Body
reacts.
starts. Yeah.
Yeah, it
That's
starts
different
cooking.
than irritable bowel syndrome.
Yeah.
Because you don't actually have to shit.
Yeah, inflammatory bowel disease just means I have like a fussy stomach.
Okay.
And so really just anything going into it is going to like engage it
Yeah.
in a way. The best way I could describe it is like people who drink coffee or like smoke cigarettes. I remember especially my first cigarette of the day instantly would have to shit.
Yeah.
It feels like that, but like all the time with eating.
I see.
Is basically the difference that I've noticed. So lo and behold, anytime you like go out to eat with the lady or something, big fucking plate of fettuccine Alfredo.
Oh boy.
That used to, oh my God. In high school, I was so shy. I'm still shy. It doesn't seem like it on this podcast, but like I'm pretty fucking
This is your safe
shy.
space.
Yeah. And if my stomach started making noises in class, I'd be like, oh my God. And I would start like sweating with my face would turn bright red and I'd be like, oh God.
Which
And
makes
then
it
I would
even more
know.
obvious.
Then I'd be like, now I have swamp ass, and I'm just like, we have to stand up at the end of this fucking class. I'm just gonna be like, I got a sweaty butt. Oh my fucking God!
You probably got
and my
khakis
stomach is
on.
going. I'm like, oh,
I'm fine,
God.
folks.
Yeah.
Sounds like a little hound dog.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm sitting in the fucking desk contemplating jumping out the window to save myself.
Well, those desks have like a hard plastic, like fake wood seat
Yeah.
where it goes like right off of it.
Yeah.
Rattles it a little.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
No, I mean, I think I was lucky enough that so many girls I dated, I felt like were way out of my league that I was
Right.
like, if I blow the doors off of this, it's over.
Yeah.
I
So
dated-
far things gonna take
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
relationship down.
Yeah. Like a house of
have it.
cards.
Yep.
I
House
dated
of farts.
girls that never, like, for the whole period of time we dated, I never heard them fart once.
I used to beg girlfriends to fart.
Right on your face. Do it. Yeah.
I'm on the other end of a tube. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
mainly because then it was like, now I can, you know?
Yeah.
But then
sure.
they don't because they.
And I was saying, Sarah is not a gassy human. I mean, I'm put that out there.
Yeah.
I've heard her fart though. But
Well, everyone farts like
that's true.
I don't what's the number, like 30 times a day or something
I
crazy.
don't know. The more it's so fun. I used to eat Fiber One bars for breakfast just so I'd be farting all day long.
It is fun.
It is. The other day, it might have been when I got home from podcasting on Wednesday, and Sarah was like, I need to take a shower. I was like, okay. And then I had just been in the bathroom. And then she's like, you know what? I'm going to let it air out for a while. I was like,
I can't get clean enough.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, having a family with one bathroom is tough sledding.
Yeah.
It's a little bathroom.
Dads need that half bathroom at least. They need
Yeah.
a basement, just a toilet in the corner of the basement.
Yeah.
They can go destroy.
Yeah,
Toilet with a light bulb with a string.
Yeah,
above
that's
it.
all
Yeah.
you need. Yep.
that's I do. I don't know how hard they are to install, but I'm seriously thinking about it. And a shower in the basement, the toilet.
A toilet in the shower would be perfect for you.
I would do that. Yeah. Then I
those
just
2 for 1s.
rear my ass
one of
up
those 2 for-
afterwards. Yeah, taking my naked shit, my daily butt naked shit. Daddy's in here. They just move.
Daddy's naked down here taking a shit. What do you want?
And all I have is a curtain, like the shitting Wizard of Oz.
You can see a silhouette of a shit.
Pay no attention to the man shitting behind that curtain.
It's almost artistic.
It is.
You can backlight the whole thing.
Yeah. I think the moral of the story, folks, is, don't be ashamed of your poops.
No.
Or your farts. We all
I still,
do it.
I still hate shitting in public. I do it much more.
Honestly, I feel less ashamed shitting in public, where it's like, this is where it deserves to be.
Anymore, I've gotten over that pretty.
Yeah.
All the years of driving.
The
have
public shit on me
forced it.
plenty.
That's right.
So it's my turn.
That's right.
I saw the comment section of that Register article. This Hy-Vee's about to get it.
Every time you shit in public, you're just sitting in there going, "You get what you deserve."
That's right. I leave the door open. Look at me. I'm naked.
Somebody walks in. Yeah. You want some of this?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, folks.
Classing it up yet again.
Yeah.
Finishing the year strong.
Speaking of Hy-Vee, I was doing a little shopping. Didn't want to do it at Hy-Vee necessarily, but
AJB shopping.
that's where I was. I had my little car going through the aisles, and I'm a guy who's tried a lot of different fashion trends over the years. I wore Jinkos for a while. Tried a few different hats. I was never a fedora guy, but I tried a jean jacket. That earned me the nickname Gay J for about 4 years. Things like that.
Yeah.
At least you earned it.
Yeah.
Gay J Siemens was the full.
KJ
Oh,
Siemens.
perfect.
Oh,
Damn,
man.
kids are brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for a G, where I was like, I would still wear the jean jacket.
Jean jackets are cool, man.
Not back then, apparently.
No, I guess not. I had one.
That's all it took, though.
With the
Like, especially
crimp.
Oh, yeah.
small town Iowa. It's like,
Yeah.
No, you one small mistake and you're done. Like
Well,
it's done. It's over.
one bad haircut,
Yep.
your life's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No pussy ever again.
No.
Oh.
But I was in Hy-Vee, and so I'm hyper aware of people who are clearly very self-conscious about the shit that they're wearing.
Right. Okay.
Like, I just have a sixth sense
Yeah,
for it, where I'm
right.
like, and so I saw this guy wearing a beret, and it could not be more obvious to me that was the first time he had ever worn it outside.
Right.
It's trying to be
New beret
chill.
energy.
Where it was just when it's something new and it's like a big kind of style swing.
Yeah.
It's
My
like,
grandma got me this beret for Christmas,
Yes.
so I'm gonna try it out
Ooh.
today. Bonjour.
yeah,
Wee wee. Oh, yes.
and when you have something on like that, you are aware of the hat at all times. You know
For
what
sure.
I mean? And
Yep.
I could tell that he could feel
There was like heat, new
Yeah.
beret heat coming off of him.
Yeah.
like the way waves.
Like if
come
you
off
made fun of
asphalt.
it, he would
Yeah.
go to the bathroom and flush it down the toilet. Yeah.
You could just see like the radiation coming off of his head because he
If
was
you
like,
went,
"Is it?"
bonjour. Yeah.
And so I saw it, and I'm just like, it was one of those things where we just kept crossing paths throughout the grocery store, and I was like, I gotta write this down.
Yeah.
So then I'm in line checking out, starting to write it down. And then I get this little weird feeling. I look over my shoulder, and it's the guy with the beret is right behind me. And I was like, I wonder if he saw me writing down the guy with the beret in my phone. 'Cause if so, that was his worst fucking nightmare.
Someone's making a note about you in
Yeah.
your phone. Oh no.
Worst nightmare.
That's
Yeah.
It'd be
bad.
funny.
That's
You have
bad.
terrible vision, so the writing is like this big on your
Yes.
phone.
Yeah.
Like Dave's
Gay
Yeah.
beret.
Yeah. Douchebag with beret.
Yeah.
I didn't write dude. I did say just guy with beret
Right.
in my phone, but I was like, I bet he saw that.
But he would say "gee."
yeah, yeah, we.
Wee. Oh.
Gee with beret.
But it did just flash me back to lots of fond memories of just trying out like something that was like a little,
I felt that
flashy.
way with sunglasses.
Yeah, there you go.
I wouldn't wear them forever because I felt like you looked like you were trying to look cool when you wear sunglasses. So like I never wanted to look like I was trying to look cool.
Of course.
Because
So
the
it's
recipe
like-
for cool is the not trying.
Right.
Really.
It's an Artie
Can't be a
Bucco
try
shit.
hard.
Exactly.
That's right.
That's the definition of this podcast.
Yeah.
We don't try, mainly because it's cooler. That
That's
way.
right. That's right.
Mainly.
That's why I'm the coolest person anybody knows.
Meanwhile, next episode, we will be wearing berets.
Their names on them.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, almost like you with the bubble guts in class. I could like see the heat coming off his head where he was just like, is anyone... It's like you want everyone to notice it, but you don't want to be noticed too much.
Yeah.
Right. You want to look like you've been wearing
You want to
a beret
stand
for
out for wearing it, but you don't want to
You don't
stand
wanna be
out
judged
for
for it.
wearing it.
Yeah, you want like quiet attention
Yes.
where like everyone thinks you're awesome.
Please
Yeah.
approve of this stupid hat I'm wearing.
Yes.
Quiet, unanimous approval of the beret. I don't think he was going to get it.
Nods.
Nice
No
beret.
way.
Yeah.
Not when he saw the note you were writing down. He was like, damn, this
Yeah.
was a big mistake.
Yeah. He went home and gave that beret a Viking funeral that night. Pushed it out on a little sailboat.
Yeah.
But, it's just, it's not even to laugh at that guy necessarily, but more. I'm
We've
like,
all been
Was he
there.
pulling
Yeah.
it
We've all
off?
been there.
Yeah. Oh,
Not only because he had new beret energy, he was not.
yeah. I would say like a 5.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Like just barely where it's like, it didn't look bad on him. It was more that you could tell he was just so in his head about it.
Yeah.
He was aware of the beret at all times.
He was probably conflicted. Should I wear the beret? Should I not? Can I pull this off? Just wear the
Was
beret.
it had to be, it was sideways, right?
Yeah, sort of a not quite like TI hat all the way, like defying gravity
Right.
style, but just
The
like,
proper way.
just sort of
What purpose does a beret serve?
Keeps your head warm, in a French way.
yeah.
We
GI Joe kind of wore one, didn't he?
He did. That
military,
was like
The green berets.
Yeah, the Green Berets and the Guardian Angels and shit.
Yeah.
Those are just goofballs that walked around New York, though.
They're insane.
With berets, yeah, and lifted weights.
Yeah, I think there's probably a lot of guys in the Guardian Angels that got a beret punched off their head.
Yes.
No, they got punched in
Yeah.
the head and the beret was still there. And then it went down. Yeah.
Yeah, like a feather.
Don't see a lot of berets these days.
No, that's why I was like, sorry. His car rolled by.
He looks down the aisle and you're on the other end going like this.
Soccer and blue.
It'd be if you were just wandering around the store muttering French.
Yeah.
That would make him very comfortable, I'm sure.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah. But I love him. I love anyone getting out there trying something new.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What was the last? I mean, Artie is pretty nice, I would say. But that's a for sure win, There's no fear.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh man. And if people don't
That's
try
a
to
walking
explain,
W.
it's a Soprano shirt. Who is Artie Bucco? He just kind of got shit on all the time.
His restaurant burnt to the ground.
Never really won. yeah.
Kind of got kicked around.
Yeah.
I just love him with that
I had to
World
do
War
what they
I
said.
rifle.
Yes.
Goes to kill.
Yeah. What are you doing? Yeah. He just lets him drive away.
Yeah.
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 I don't know what it was today. I don't know how much you guys got out. Did you work?
I went to fucking Davenport today.
Okay, so maybe you saw a little bit. I think I should have stayed home today because I feel like every single, whether it was in the car, at the grocery store, today was not the beret day. That was a different day. But just every single person was like in a bad mood, lines everywhere. I thought no one would be out and about today.
Huh.
I tried to
Everyone
mail
was out today.
I tried to mail a package. There was a line out the door. and then in the USPS place or whatever in Beaverdale, I could tell it was going to be a while because it was a lady and a guy who didn't speak English yelling at each other full
Probably the guy
volume.
that hit my car.
Yeah. And I was like, I think it's going to be a minute. So then I went to
Yeah.
UPS and wound up spending like $50 to mail something that shouldn't have cost that much. But
Oh, that sucks.
yeah, no. And then like the guy, not that I go to Fairway a lot, but there's a little, butcher meat market, Fairway grocery store.
Very well known for it.
Yeah, in
Fairway.
that little area. Very nice. I don't know if it was the guy's first day. He had a little chain on, but he was not very nice either.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, Fairway, people know where I work, I guess, but the Fairway managers, well, let's just say they can suck my ass.
In so many words.
Yeah, not all of them. There's some good ones. So that evens it out. Nobody knows who I'm talking about.
Right.
But
There's many managers.
there is many fairways with many managers. But I would say, to generalize, fairway managers are the least happy of the grocery store managers.
Interesting.
Also, people working in Hy-Vee product offices, most of them are also unpleasant. But some are pleasant.
Huh.
Ladies, am I right? They know.
What kind of percentage are we talking about for the
Yeah.
people that you have to interact with delivering
suck?
beer that suck?
I would say about, I don't want to exaggerate. I would say generally about 15%.
15?
Yeah.
Suck.
It's fairly high. And they're
That's
just
not that
unpleasant. It's just, like, I don't understand being unpleasant to someone else that is also working a crappy job. Like, I'm just trying to work too. And you act like your job isn't checking things in at a grocery store. When you work in the product office where you check things in at a grocery store. Like, I know I'm inconveniencing you, but,
Yeah, you think it's
Help
just
me
the
out.
nature of the biz for them, or like make them being dickheads, sort of?
they're not all dickheads.
Yeah,
But those that are massive dickheads, and I really don't know. We do always have new products, which piss them off more than anything else.
they got to.
You're making them do their job.
I know.
No one
another
likes that.
We all
Yeah.
are kind of known for that, though. Like lots
Every
of,
week we have something new.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
Every week?
every single week.
Damn.
If not, and generally more than one thing.
So do they have someone on?
And we constantly have new breweries as well.
So obviously you have brewers, but is there someone even amongst that team that his whole job is to think of new shit?
Well, see, now we've got it.
like an Alex Carter.
We've come
type?
out with
Yeah,
so
really.
many beers over the years that they have a recipe where they, without even releasing a brand new beer, if they haven't had it in the store for like 9 months, they still have to re-enter it or at least reactivate it. So we definitely have over 52 varieties of beer and release at least one a week.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking nuts.
It
You're
truly
canning
is.
these and stuff
Yeah.
too? These cans are getting put in your van and taken away.
Yep.
And told us dumps them in a river and goes home.
Yeah. I just open the back, slam on the gas, and be like, beer's delivered, bitch. Let's go smoke some dope and get drunk. Yeah.
You hear that, Atumwa? No, they like bath salts.
Yeah, it's true. They prefer bath salts in Ottumwa.
Anytime I hear that town's name, I think of your little joke.
I
Makes
get a
me
little,
smile.
anytime someone says they're from Ottumwa, I get a little bit nervous.
Atumwa 14. I will say I was in, surprisingly, Target. And I was walking around at Target. This was the day before Christmas Eve.
Okay.
And I didn't see one good-looking person there the whole time. You know?
Buddy,
And maybe
have I
think of you.
discussed this with you guys? That during the day in shopping areas, I don't know where all the attractive people are, but they ain't where I am ever.
They're at work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in Ottumwa, multiply that by like 15.
Well, it wasn't until you started talking about it that I started even noticing it. But then I was
Yeah.
like, wow. Like when I was in Boone for my family's Christmas, not to besmirch, my alma mater here, but
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
They don't.
Hanging out in Walmart there.
Yeah.
I feel pretty good about myself.
Yeah. I deliver to that Walmart
Yeah. I'm
sometimes.
a Paul Newman type.
That's right. Like, oh, yeah. How do you guys feel about Boone's new Brad Pitt walking into Walmart?
Right. So handsome, we're going to make you mayor.
Yeah. We're going to give you the key to the city right now. We'll be right back.
I don't know. Yeah, there's not. I really don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it might be like a time of day type of thing almost.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, surely, because I've seen plenty of hotties in Target
Right.
across the board, where Target, of all places is where you find them, usually it's classy Walmart.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, there was a lot of Tweety Bird pajama pants that day.
It could be the time of year also. Everybody's scrubbed up.
Could be.
I just spent the last 5 days basically only eating garbage. More so than usual.
Yeah.
Where I was like, if it's around, I'm going to fucking eat it and I'm not even going to think about it. Like, yeah, you gave me that candy for Christmas, Alex. I forgot there was still another bag today. I was like, oh shit, I didn't eat the Sour Patch Kids on the first night. I got another bag of candy. So, yeah.
How's your dinner tonight?
Well, tonight,
Candy, I
oh,
assume.
it'll be my dessert. I had Quick Star double bacon cheeseburger and cheese balls
Perfect.
in Davenport. That's what I said.
Oh, they're in from the Davenport Quick Start.
That's
Even
right.
Better.
A little cheese on cheese never hurt nobody.
Nope. That's basically all the 6-year-old eats.
Damn.
Loves cheese.
Yeah.
Grilled
She
cheese.
like that hippo meme of like the shredded cheese in the mouth.
Yeah. Grilled cheese, cheese quesadillas, macaroni and cheese,
Yep.
cheeseburger, cheese, some peanut butter and jelly in there sometimes. Mostly peanut
Gotta
butter.
break it up a little.
Yeah. Usually a banana.
Huh.
But yeah. Little kids' palates are silly.
I guess I remember
They
liking
are.
cheese quite a bit as a young person too. Now that
Oh,
I
yeah.
think about it.
I try to. I don't know what I ate when I was 6. I think I just ate what they gave me and complained about it.
That'd be my guess.
Yeah,
Was there anything you absolutely wouldn't eat that was on the
squash. I was force fed squash when I was babysat, and I remember this dude putting this giant spoonful of squash in my mouth in the dining room table, and I barfed all over their dining room table.
I'll teach him.
Pretty cool, yeah. They're like, maybe you shouldn't have done that, buddy.
I'm trying to think if I've ever even had just straight up squash. Maybe
I hate it to this day, and I'll eat
Well, especially
anything.
after that.
Yeah,
Damn. Yeah, I was never I hated the canned green beans,
yeah,
like the ones that you would usually see on top of like a green bean casserole.
right.
Those were at almost every meal.
Oh yeah,
Could never eat them.
they're kind of gross.
I like the fresh ones.
I thought I would like canned asparagus because I like asparagus. Have you ever had canned asparagus?
I don't think I have.
It is straight up asparagus mush in a can, and it was horrific. My uncle swore by it. He would eat, my dead uncle, go figure. He would eat a can of asparagus a day, and he was jacked till he was old. I was like, And I remember this wasn't that long ago. I was like, I'm going to buy a can of asparagus,
Just like my uncle.
I'm
used
going to
to.
get jacked too.
Yeah.
Nope.
It was truly disgusting.
A can of asparagus.
Mm-hmm.
His piss must have been crazy.
It depends on if you have that gene or not.
Oh, is that part
Yeah,
of it?
it's like 60% of people get stinky piss from asparagus. I do, for sure.
Oh, I
It's
do too.
hilarious.
You forget. It's
Or if
a
you
real thing.
forget you ate asparagus
Yeah,
and you're
you're
like,
like-
what the fuck is going on?
I get an
Why is my
STI?
dick farting? Yeah,
Why is my
yeah. Yes.
Yeah, there's some things that just don't hold up to canning. Like tomatoes seem to be just fine.
Yeah.
Like certain things.
I don't mind canned green beans.
That-
They're not nearly as soft as the asparagus was.
yeah. They just seem all mush.
Just big waterlogged
Yeah.
vegetables.
I just can't get down with it. Carrots, I don't mind out of a can. Those are okay.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't like canned carrots very much, I guess. Like the peas and carrots, they're so soft.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
It's impressive how long they stay. Like, is that just keeping it that air out of it?
Yeah. There's a TikTok of a dude that opens up food that's like 100 years old, like MREs from
Yeah, I've
old
seen that.
wars and shit.
Yeah.
It's pretty fascinating.
Are the MREs
He'd be like, this is a 100-year-old cookie. It's also kind of fascinating to see the crazy weird cans and can openers they used to use. But yeah.
Yeah.
Does he actually try to eat any of it?
Yeah.
Or- Wow. That guy's going to die.
Yeah. There's a guy that eats canned fish too from all over the world. That one is like, bro, I get it. I get why people are watching and I get why it's disgusting, but
Nice little sardine.
Yeah. You unroll the little top there and it's
I like sardines. Of course I do.
Yeah.
of course.
I like putting anchovies in my like pizza sauce and stuff.
Yeah.
That's all blended up.
Right. People, that's one of the main ingredients of Caesar salad I found out recently.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Anchovies. In actual Caesar salad, I doubt at
Right.
most
The one they
places.
they make with like a mortar and pestle
Yeah.
and all that. Have you been seeing that butter churning lady little video that's been going around? Where it's a lady sitting there like,
Yes. Yep. Got that wrist action. Yeah. I've seen it. yeah.
insert any headline.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
She's like, ooh, the cream pops up sometimes. I'm like, how can you make this?
Because she's got a
No.
towel over it
Yeah.
too. That's right.
Come on, lady.
She's got the gluck, looking 3,000 handwork. Yeah, crazy.
Yep. What do you think? I wonder if I could even, because there's things I just don't really eat, but I would say the food I hate the most is squash.
Yeah, you have that aversion from your childhood.
Yeah. What about you, fellas?
I mean, the canned green beans is up there.
Okay.
I hate olives of all kinds. Olives are too
I
much.
want to like olives so, like, I want to like them and I eat them. And every time I eat one, like a big old green olive, I'll be like, finally, today's the day I like olives. And I go this.
It's like getting the rollerblades.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
I don't mind a little black olive like on a pizza.
I don't mind. Yeah. Olives as a part of something
Yeah.
don't seem to bother me, but olives alone.
I've had
Olives ruin everything.
That's
All you can taste then, especially black olives. Ooh.
dude, the girl I dated in college, after I got kicked out of the dorms, she had to bring me food from food service. And she knew I hated olives, and she brought me a sandwich, which she had covered in black olives on the inside. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. It's the same girl that farted in my mouth.
what a good
Pretty
No
funny.
problem in
She
that
was pretty
relationship.
funny, I will say. But yeah, and I took a bite of that. I was like, yeah, I almost threw up. Good story.
Did
I'm
you
glad
know
I told it.
instantly?
No, not because I was like chewing. And
Yeah,
I
you're
was like,
Thanks for the sandwich, babe.
yeah. And I was like, there's really something in this. I clearly, yeah. And then I didn't,
Reject.
and not knowing what it was made it even worse almost.
Yeah, you're just
Yeah.
confused then.
Yeah.
Your brain doesn't know what to do.
It's like getting a jelly bean in a jar of fucking M&Ms, you know?
yeah. Does
Where you're
not
like-
compute.
And they're like, you're like, what the fuck is this? Yeah. They have to be peanut M&Ms.
That makes sense.
Otherwise, you'd know. It's happened to me.
So much candy laying around. You get
That's
them all
right.
mixed up.
Because I know like some of them are just obvious, like raw oysters. I've tried a few times.
Yeah, I couldn't hang. And I
Yeah.
love cooked
I'll eat them
oysters.
sometimes. But
You just
I'm
swallow
not
them, though,
enjoying
right?
this
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
all.
I chewed them,
Yeah.
and I was like, there is no fucking way people really like these.
Yeah, that's sort of how I felt.
Yeah, I was like,
This is like a show-off
I
thing.
couldn't
Yeah.
believe it. And there's a few foods like that, and I think that is number one. Because I really do like cooked oysters. I like oyster stew, where it's like milk and butter and oysters.
Seafood pasta.
That's it. I love seafood
Family
pasta.
tradition.
Yeah. But a raw oyster, I thought I would love, and I was like, this is a bowl. This is a half shell of snot with sand in it.
Tastes like salty snot
Yes.
from the ocean.
And I made the mistake, and the guy was like, "Oh, you don't chew." I was like, "You don't chew? What's the fucking point?" And I was like, "Oh, I see.
You gotta
The point is to not fucking throw up."
Yeah. You gotta swallow it like a load.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love, clams, all that shit, mussels,
Yeah. Clams
and
Casino is good.
uncooked
I've been
oyster. Yeah.
there.
Sea louse.
Yeah.
Don't forget
A
that.
delicacy.
I found a sea louse. Yeah. That was pretty crazy.
It was a big one by the sounds of it too.
Yeah. Kate was there.
One that comes
Nell.
to mind is just like a slice of ham. I could never see it, smell it, or taste it ever again. I think it reminds me of like school lunch too much
Really?
or something. But like just a slice of ham does nothing for me. I love
That's
pulled
hilarious because I have a plastic bag full of ham. Well, formerly full of ham in my. There's like 2 more pieces left, but Sarah, the other night Sarah goes, "Remember? Don't forget, there's ham." I was like, "Yeah, I've been eating
I'm
it.
not gonna forget.
Yeah, it's almost gone. There's ham. Give me a break." Yeah,
You don't have to tell Toll.
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I'll go through periods where I don't want to eat.
He's like a truffle pig.
I try to eat. I might go back to this too, where I only eat birds and fish and fowl.
Yeah.
Because I feel pretty bad for pigs and stuff. But
Yeah.
if it's
They're
already
smart.
dead and somebody's handing it to me,
Pulled pork is the only reason I would have a hard time quitting the pig.
yeah,
Like I can move on from bacon. I think all right, bacon's nice, but it's not something that's in my life all the
it's
time.
not so great that
Pulled
I
pork.
have to have it. None of it. I mean, I can.
Bacon's getting a little played out finally. We've been bacon crazy for like a decade.
It's
now.
so it got kind of stupid. I went on that
It
rant
did.
a while back where bacon. I was like, bacon is the Cabbage Patch doll of food. Where it's like it's not that. I mean, it's good. I get it, but it's not like everybody's creaming their fucking jeans over bacon.
Yeah.
Like, relax.
Yeah. Kind of like
Goddamn.
avocado.
Yeah,
Where it was like enough about the avocado.
yeah. I really don't like avocado that much.
It's
or
okay. It's
guacamole.
good for you.
Yeah, it's
I got
good.
introduced to it because of Fighting Burrito. Because before I was like, fuck avocados, fuck guac. It's pretty, it looks real nice, but it's almost like tofu where it has to be with something else.
Yeah,
Like it doesn't have a lot of flavor on its own. You
Yeah.
know, you kind of have to work it into something. So it's not a standalone piece.
it is a good. It's a one of the like perfect foods, right? Fat and
That's what
all
I
that
hear. That's what Big Avocado wants you to think.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. My vegetarian friend Nate, friend of the podcast,
Oh, is
he
he
was going
vegetarian?
off about how much we should all be eating beans.
Oh, beans are where it's at.
Yeah. It's like beans. He's like, you don't understand, guys. Beans.
There's garbanzo.
yeah. Black beans, kidney beans. All right, buddy.
All right.
I do get it. There's a lot of protein in beans and fiber.
You're like, I'm trying to vape.
That's all that really matters. Yeah.
I'm on my break right now.
Speaking of.
Yeah. I ain't mad at it. I like, I guess chickpea wouldn't be a bean. Seems close, though.
I think
It
I mean
is,
they are
technically.
chickpeas are garbanzo beans.
Yeah, it's a bean.
Same thing.
Oh, they are the same thing.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know if they're
How about that,
technically
folks?
beans because like green beans
Yeah.
aren't really beans, are they? Because the bean is like inside, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
This is one of those topics where we just
Here we go. Oh yeah.
Right over our heads.
You know what we're talking about?
Beans.
Beans.
Beans has stumped us once
Beans.
again.
The bean community is going to be on fire
yeah.
about this.
Technically, peanuts are beans.
Yeah,
All right.
It's like the quantum chip clip we
That's
put
true.
out. Where it's like, these guys are fucking idiots.
I thought you guys made it. Like,
Yeah.
shut up.
Yeah. That was so funny. Yeah, someone actually thought that they were like, you guys look like you'd be the type of guys to make something like that. And I was like, first off, thank you
Yes.
that you think we would be quantum computing on any level is kind of flattering, honestly.
I'm quantum computing on every level.
Yeah, the guy in
At
the
all
Artie
times.
Bucco shirt.
I never lose, bitch.
Can I hit your quantum vape for a second?
Loop.
I just want to make sure you don't hit it. You know?
Doing Toll a favor.
Yeah. I'll finish her off for you.
AJ started vaping when he was 13 and quit when he was 33.
Were there vapes 10 years ago? Yeah, I guess
There were.
That just tripped me out hearing someone else say my age. I was like, damn, I guess I am 33.
Gross.
You know, hearing it like out of my own head.
training someone that's 20 years younger than you today, I was like, what the fuck has my life become? What am I doing in this goddamn van?
That finally hit you today?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Just kidding, job. Keep those bennies coming. And that paycheck, I guess.
Yeah.
And you'll just keep dumping beer out of the back.
Yeah.
Slam out the-
Perfecto.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I love the idea that you pull up in the back of a grocery store, just roll down the window, bear's here.
Yeah. I just
Open
rolled
the
to it
back,
somewhat. Yeah.
just flies out into the loading dock.
I don't know. They signed for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing someone that was 33. I think they were coming to like pick up someone from a dance or something like that, like an
Yeah.
older brother or whatever. And I was like, wow,
Yeah.
your fucking life's over. You know?
Yes.
Like just like
Yeah.
trying to wrap my head around that age.
Yeah.
But this gets worse. I'm gonna be 49 in a couple days, and I was talking to Angela about this the other night. Like, I don't understand my age anymore.
Yeah.
Because I'll hear someone's 42, and I'm like, 42? That's fucking old. And I'm like, I blew past that a long time ago.
Yeah.
I'm so, or like someone's 38. Ugh. I'm like, dude, like I'm beyond. I'm almost 50.
Yeah.
Like I don't have any concept of age anymore.
Yeah.
It's all, I don't understand how old I am. Like you're like a few years younger than me in my head.
Right.
In my head,
Absolutely.
too.
You're a few years younger than me, and you're
Yeah.
like maybe a couple more. But there's my brain doesn't get it.
And it's fun. It makes everyone else, like, I'm not that old.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro,
And I'm like,
I'm 22,
Yeah,
dog.
right.
Like, oh, right. I could be your dad, you mean?
I would get that from like the comedians that were starting at the club.
Yeah.
They were like, I can't wait to see where I am when I'm your age. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
my age.
Yeah.
You picked out the plot yet,
It is
Grandpa?
funny, man. It changes your whole perspective. Yeah. There's a great Nate Bargatze bit about this exact thing, about him
course.
hanging out with 20-year-olds and being 40. And then them talking about a 42-year-old. He's like, oh, gross.
Yeah,
That's
that-
fucking old. He's like, I'm with you guys. I'm one of the young ones.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That's even like some of the people that will come down in the Beechwood. I'm like, I feel creepy being in the same room as these people now. Like I feel like I shouldn't be here anymore. Like I'm at
Yeah.
a
I know.
young nightclub.
I know. It's a bunch of youngsters coming in.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're supposed to be doing something else for a while. You haven't got pooped out of society into a comedy scene yet.
Right.
You got to wait your turn there, young guys.
Yeah. But there'll be some young people like
But they're great. So.
yeah, like gleefully watching comedy. I'm like, are you
Oh, I
sure?
know.
Yeah.
Oh, I know those three dudes.
Like mustache guy or
Yeah,
whatever.
They're legitimately like, oh, you guys are pretty good for three young dumb guys. You know, we're old dumb guys. So,
Yeah.
but like watching, like they're like, this is great. And I'm
Yeah.
like, shit,
Yeah.
bitch.
Welcome to the dojo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Welcome to the old fat guy dojo.
this is where we train.
Yeah. Yes. Now bring me my M&Ms.
Yeah, because I was even talking, because now it's to the point where I can sort of talk to my niece, my the youngest niece. She's I think about 12 now.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we can fully conversate. I'll ask her about 6th grade, 7th grade, whatever grade she's in these days. And oh god, I just lost what I was about to fucking say.
Your niece, age, you can talk to her
You
now.
can talk to her now.
Nah.
That's what it's
gone.
weird. Talking to a,
That's what happens when you get older. you
That's
know?
right.
I think it's weird talking to a 6-year-old that can read, because like I'll forget. You like, what are you doing? This girl is 6.
Yeah.
Like what? She
read better
doesn't.
than
She
me?
doesn't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I'll be like, oh yeah, she's like she doesn't know this stuff.
Yeah.
Like I should stop talking about my social life. But, no, it is funny though. But then when you hit like 12, that is like you can think adult things.
Yeah, it's to the weird point now where I can tell she's uncomfortable being around the adults that saw her grow up, because I think it like reminds her that she was a baby at one point and she
Right.
wants to be taken seriously as
Right,
an adult.
right.
Oh,
That's like a
yes.
whole phase that they enter. It seems like, because I've seen it with all of my nieces and nephews at this point,
Oh yeah.
where it's like they're obsessed with you, for a while when they're kind of sub 10 years old, where they're like super excited to see you. At least as an uncle, I can say that.
Oh yeah.
And then at a certain point, you walk in and they're like, "What's up, pussy?"
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I do, yeah. My nieces and nephews, same thing. I used to see them. They jump all over me, like throw me, like do this.
Yeah.
You know, wrestling around, playing. And then one day they're just like, "Hey," and you're like,
Right.
"Hey, how's it going?" Oh,
Yeah.
Whatever.
like, all right, well, I'll talk to you in 5 years, and then they come back around.
Yeah.
It is strange. Like, yeah.
They have a couple zits on their face, like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
Fuck you.
It's very funny. All kids go through that. I mean, we all did. Like once puberty kicks in, then you're like, oh, like a whole level of awareness of yourself. It's like, oh,
I'm just going to be
And then you're
angry
like,
over
"Fuck
here
everything."
in Boner City. Yeah. That's where I live now.
Yeah. Yeah.
never left.
Nope.
I just so desperately want them to think I'm cool, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
I'll do that by being a smug jerk for several years.
Yes.
Kind of works.
It works.
Does kind of. They're a little bit like at a certain age they do become like cats, where it's like the less attention you give them, the more they kind of come around.
yeah. Like, come here.
Yeah,
Come here.
Yeah, don't.
yeah. They're like,
But if you just don't look at them,
That's
they're
what
like
I
the
do.
ghosts in Mario.
Yeah.
beep, 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 beep.
Yeah. Like, pew.
Yeah, yeah. My oldest nephew. I guess I only have one nephew, but he is the oldest as well. Yeah, he wants to go to welding school, so I got him some welding gloves, and I was like,
Nice.
yeah, I felt like that was kind of cool,
That is.
you know. But it did not seem like even in the top 5 coolest thing he got at Christmas, and I was like,
Yeah, I thought about a bunch of
Bullshit.
great stuff for Christmas. And I was all this, like, looks cool on the internet. Like, not as great in person.
Always.
Shyla asked me about my light up globe because I got a light up globe. You know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
The one that spins and it's lit from
The
internally.
inside. Yeah.
And I would see him in movies and stuff as a kid, and I was like, that is the coolest shit ever. Then I was hoping it'd like inspire me to travel a little,
Oh, yeah.
you know?
That's what was missing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, what I need is a map.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then I'll leave this place.
That's right.
Yeah.
Also, I need tens of thousands of dollars.
It's a big world out there.
It is.
I need to get myself acclimated with this globe.
I'm thinking Malaysia.
Yeah.
I turn the globe a little every day.
You bring
Oh.
any weapons?
Yeah. Yeah. This must be an old globe. It says USSR on it.
Yeah.
Weird. But I got a light up globe. I was very excited. It was a gift to myself via
Nice.
Amazon. And I don't know what my problem is exactly, but I just can't seem to look at the dimensions of things.
Oh.
You know?
Okay.
So it showed up and it was like about this tall. And I thought it'd be like a full size, you know,
You
globe
thought
to
it'd be
me,
like
a
Yeah.
basketball size.
Yeah.
It's like what I think of it as a globe that you'd like see in school. I used to have a non-light up one, you know. And
I've learned that lesson enough now.
Oh.
The whole dimensions. 'Cause you see something like that's very cool. That's a good price, and then you're
Yeah.
like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's 17 centimeters tall. How many inches is that? You're like, it's like this big. Fuck.
Yeah.
It's exactly what happened with the globe. I bought a whole like chaise / couch thing.
This globe is going to turn everything around.
Yeah. That showed up like dollhouse size, which is crazy. I was like, what? And it's so,
That is
but then
crazy.
if I buy so I'll buy a globe, wrong size, buy a chaise lounge, dollhouse size, buy a bag of rice. I think it's like just a normal bag of rice. It's like 35 pounds. I mean, it's like, I can never get it. It's never what I think it's going to be ever.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. Because I did buy a bag of rice, where I was like, oh, I couldn't find the type of sushi rice I wanted. And I was like, oh, great, Amazon has it, $20. This must be a reasonable bag of rice.
No.
It was literally 25-pound bag of
Yeah.
rice. Now I have a duffel bag of rice
Nice.
that I have to like.
Doesn't really go bad, though, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it will come in handy, but it's still like.
Can I borrow some rice?
Yes, go ahead.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, everybody's getting rice for Christmas next year.
A couple handfuls.
I didn't. 5 pounds of rice.
I bought potting soil again, giant bag. Where I was
Yeah.
like, the prices to the size and everything is so confusing to me. And it's like, no one wants a globe that small. First
No.
off, you know.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you not know this was like a lifelong childhood dream of mine
Right.
to get? And so now
That's
it's
why
like,
sometimes I wish that, like, I guess I didn't do it this year even, but there's something to be said for buying things in stores, you know?
I prefer to.
Yes.
But it's hard to do that now.
Yeah.
You can get some stuff, but a lot of stuff you can't.
Especially when the internet is like, somebody's going to like this thing. And I'm like, yeah, they are. I don't have to do anything.
Yeah, I don't have to leave my couch or nothing.
Yeah.
what I
keep
wonder
sitting
if,
here and farting all day.
Yeah.
and it might be, I don't know if self-fulfilling prophecy is the right phrase for this, but I wonder if it's a bit of the stores also knowing that, so then they carry less specialty stuff that they normally maybe
Right.
would carry to try to cover that spread. Then that all goes to online.
Right.
And then you got people like me being like, seems like a great deal.
Well, I went to Five Below and saw a handful of things that I had purchased, not the same brand, so I guarantee they were probably crappier, I hope. But it was like the exact same thing for $5 that I paid $37 for or whatever. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, Amazon, if you're looking for like a kitchen appliance, like a hand mixer or something, like you need a hand mixer. Okay, go to Amazon. Look at the reviews, whatever. And there'll be like 30 of them. And they all look exactly the same.
Yeah.
And they all have weird names that a Chinese company said, this sounds American.
Yeah.
And it's all just weird iterations.
Cuisinart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But, and then some of them are like $20 and some are $29, but it's all the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
It's weird.
And they all have, 5,000, and it's like 5,000 reviews, 4 stars. But then you go look at the reviews, and it's like, did they write these
Yeah.
themselves?
I try to get away from the first like 20
Yes.
sponsored fucking.
Avoid
get
the
to
sponsors for sure.
Yeah.
And then Amazon will be like, overall pick, Amazon's choice. It's like, well,
Yeah. It's pretty weird, man.
I don't like it.
No.
It even goes to the. I actually had a note about the algorithm. The algorithm is officially bullshit because I posted a lovely clip from this podcast. 1 view, 3 likes. How does that happen?
I honestly do wonder that sometimes.
Oh, this is fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
That's just the 3 of us liking it and not bothering to
I
watch
get
it.
it. I was like, you have to view it to even like it.
Yeah.
How does that even happen? One of my this is going back to Christmas, but I had forgot to mention it when we were with Danny because we were just having a hoot
Yeah. Yeah.
with our boy Danny.
Hoot and a half.
But one of my family's favorite stories to talk about is one time my mom got really angry at my younger brother for drinking. I think it was like an entire gallon of milk.
Okay. Yeah.
That happened in our house too.
Yeah. I've
She was
witnessed
like,
it.
God damn it, Spencer, you fat dumbass. She called him a fat, and that was like the only time she'd ever like cussed at or called him like a
Yeah.
name like that. But she was just so frustrated at the milk being, because I think maybe she needed to cook or something like that. And she called him a fat dumbass, and that comes up every single year. And then we just start calling each other fat dumbass.
Yeah. Yeah.
It takes the party by storm every year.
You fat dumbass.
It's just a great, there's a great ring to it.
There it is. It's nice.
He wasn't even like that fat or anything.
Right.
Mom had a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them days.
That was the
that was
it.
cracking me up. Yeah, I already talked a little bit about. Yeah, I was say traffic was insane. I was getting cut off left and right, and people. I hate when people. I call it bending the corner, but I don't know if there's a different word for it. But wait, it's like so. Say I'm sitting here at a stoplight, and someone's coming like this and then turning. But they'll come and they'll
Yeah.
cut the corner on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where they're almost like hitting the front of my car.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then they're giving me the finger.
And you didn't even move.
No,
Yeah.
where it's like,
Like I'm on the line, bro.
and I
Yeah.
can't back up because someone's behind me, and it's like
Yeah.
you're the one like not.
Driving like an idiot.
Yeah, you're not.
Nothing. I will.
And then flipping me off.
Yeah. And I will remember that when things like that happen, it have seared in my brain because nothing makes me angrier
Yeah.
than somebody getting after me in traffic for something that they did.
Yeah, it goes back to the murder thing where
Yeah.
I'm like, well,
Yeah.
somebody cuts me
Yeah.
off like that, I build a little ghost gun myself. It felt like driving in a Facebook comment section the whole day where I was just
That's
like,
funny because on the interstate to Davenport and Muscatine, I was like, damn, maybe this is like fucking taking a day off driving today. Because normally it's horrible. 80 East and 80 West from Davenport, 80 East to Davenport. There is so much goddamn traffic, and I'm driving into the sun on the way there and into the sun on the way back depending on what time I'm in, what time of year.
Coast
but
to coast.
It just fucking sucks, dude. That's right. And today I was like, oh shit, this is like a relaxing journey where there's very much less traffic because a lot of truckers still have some time off, I think, and a lot of people just aren't out traveling. Most people are done with that now.
Yeah.
Pretty nice today.
Not on my drive. Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, it's just crazy to be like the person who's clearly doing the incorrect thing and then flipping me off. And there's something about it where I'm like, you flip me off?
Yeah, I had a dude.
I'm about to be Artie Bucco.
I had a car pull out right in front of me. Like traffic's moving, and he pulled out of a gas station. Just like he just needed to wait, but he didn't want to, and he ripped out in front of me, and like put his brakes on. I'm like, dude, and so I laid on my horn. Yeah. And then he rolls his window and gives me the thumbs down. I'm like, damn, dude. And I was so mad, but then I'm like, dude, I fucking love the thumbs down.
I've had at
the
work.
Thumbs down is where it's at. No fee. Just hit him with that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like it.
He just disliked your video on YouTube.
yeah.
I've had somebody cut me off and then flip me off. And I'm like, what the? And I've tried to chase him down, but I was working. So I was like, maybe I should stop doing this. And I've gotten out of a car before more than once. I had a little anger issue every once in a while.
Every once in a while.
One time I remember I was in a parking lot. I was going, I'm not kidding, 1.5 miles per hour like this. Looking around this parking lot. And this fucking white trash biatch goes, turn your fucking blinker on. And I was like, what? And I was like, she couldn't possibly be talking to me. Oh no, she was. And I was about to get out of the van and beat this woman to death.
Throw a keg at her like Donkey Kong.
Yes. I was about to dump all the beer on her. But yeah, things like that I never forget. It's kind of crazy, actually.
I mean, yeah, it gets on your one. I said that Facebook comment section thing, but that was the only thing that reminded me of like that seething anger that I feel while driving. Because there's something about people feel protected, sort of like they do on the internet.
Yes,
they feel protected in a car in a way that they drive like assholes. That they're willing to cut you off, possibly cause an accident because they just feel bulletproof.
Pick like nobody's watching.
Yeah, but then you see some guy get out with a keg in his hand, and you're like, I guess we're in real life.
Yeah.
Oh,
I told him,
a mistake here.
A guy telling me after I got out of the car, he's like, what are you doing, man? I was like, he's like, you're in the wrong lane. I go, you were in the wrong fucking lane. It was fun.
Yeah.
You threw the Fiat at him.
Yeah. Yep. I was carrying my car at the time when I talked to him.
You put it in a phone holster and walked up to him. Piece of my mind.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Need to put my car on vibrate. One second. Yeah. But because I am very much not really a road rage person. It's not something that I've struggled with a lot, but as I've gotten older, the disrespect is crazy. You know what I mean? Just like the way people disrespect other people on the road.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, I am a human being. I have been lifting weights recently. I will get out of the
Hey.
I got a Godzilla t-shirt on right
That's
now.
right.
I'm not to be trifled with.
Yeah. It's also that feeling of like there's nothing you can really do about it.
Yes.
And you want to like, what could
I know.
It's like the
you
comment
you're
section.
like, I'm going to follow them home. I'm going to light their car on fire. I'm going to break their door down. I'm going to go in. I'm going to steal their TV. And like all these.
Yeah.
When I pop this guy's head like a zit in front of his kid, he'll know he did something wrong.
Right. And the kid will too.
And I'll be like, remember this, kid. Remember this trauma forever. Match it to this face. And in the future, come after me.
Yeah.
In
Avenge
some
your
sort
father's
of revenge
death.
movie. Yeah. And then I'll kill you too. Don't worry about it.
Yes.
I don't condone murder though.
To be clear.
Just to be clear.
Yes. In any situation.
Yeah. Fear the old man in a world where men die young.
That's right.
Yes. I mean, there are people who have commented or left reviews, mainly like commented on Facebook stuff related to like the club and shit. That I was like, I wanted to.
I feel like
I almost paid for like a benverified.com where I was gonna like find out where they live, shit like that. Then I'll see them commenting hateful shit on other businesses' stuff where I'm like, is this your whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
This is what you do?
I feel like anymore that I've gotten over that because it's so stupid and you realize that when you react to it, you are literally doing exactly what they wanted you to do.
Right.
Even if they don't know that's what they wanted you to do.
I had that. So this was probably a few days ago. It's post Christmas. Who knows what day anymore? And the shop's been closed, and I've gotten not a ton of phone calls, but some. And sometimes I'll answer, and sometimes I'm like, I'm just not. We're closed.
Yeah.
I'm not. So this number called like 3 times in a row. I'm just like, so finally I answer, and this guy's like, yeah, I have a question about your business. Okay, yeah. Oh, when are you guys opening? Oh, well, we're closed right now we have a winter break between Christmas and New Year's. We'll be open on the 2nd. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Wow. Why were you closed? And this is usually where I get steaming mad.
Yeah.
You heard me, mother.
But I'm just like, I go, well, my employees and I like to spend time with our families over the holidays. So we took the week off. The 1 week we're closed a year. Oh, wow. I came to the so he wanted me to start apologizing to him. He's like, oh, I went to the shop, but I just didn't know. Man, oh man. And he was goading me into being like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I'm just like, no, we're fucking closed. I don't owe you. I don't owe you anything.
No.
This is a business and we're not open right now.
Yeah.
And that's fine. You didn't get a fucking scoop of ice cream today, bud.
Yeah.
But I didn't say any of that. I knew what he was trying to like pull me into. And I just was like, yep. And then we're not open. And I just silence. And I'm like, let's. But this is like a 2-minute long conversation.
The entitlement of morons.
Oh, I know. That's what strikes it. That's the core of this whole thing is weird entitlement.
Yes.
To something that's yours. I mean, it's a business.
Yeah.
That's for the public, but
it's a
I
transaction.
call it shots, baby. Like it's what it is, and I don't owe you.
Yeah, it's a transaction.
Yeah,
like he didn't pay to be there to, you know what I mean? Like he didn't have to pay. Even though he showed up and it was closed or something like that, he could say he wasted like time or something, but he also could have easily looked at social media or any of the avenues.
Especially if your response is, we like to spend time with our families. It's like, well, yeah, but you were close.
Right. That was his response.
yeah.
I just didn't know. Like I was like, oh, you didn't tell me. What? I'm going to call, hello, customer. We'll be closed. Thank you. Hello. Like call everyone, let everyone know. Post it all on social media, all that shit, and then But yeah, just the entitlement people feel towards things that have nothing to do with them is bananas.
Yeah, I mean, I catch myself stupidly believing that the world like is a pretty good place sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and then
it's cute to think that.
I remember that article about the club came out on Facebook and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And I would watch people arguing for us because I didn't get in it other than to like clarify one thing for someone. But even that person saw that I gave the clarifying information, disregarded all of it.
Yeah, that's not what they're there for.
Yeah. And I was just like, oh, I'm stupid for thinking you weren't stupid.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
Because there'll be people confronted with information directly from the horse's mouth.
Yep.
I am the horse.
Yes. And I'm in good faith telling you this.
Stallion, if you will.
Indeed.
AJ the Stallion.
Yes, a wild bronco of a man in the comment section being like, this is what is actually happening. And they're like, nah.
Yes. Based off an article they did not read.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hilarious when you can tell they never read it. It's so great. But watching people, like other people give them relevant information, people that we're not asking to do this, just people that know the club or this or that. Like wanting to be right about being wrong about something. Yeah, it's great. Like, it's fucking wild.
I figured out what it is because whenever I talk to anyone online, which I really don't like anymore. Like
I used to live for it.
I know. It used to be fun back in the day, but now it's no fun. But I used to think everyone was like I'm meeting people like that are like I imagine them to be like me or us.
Yes.
Normal people.
Yeah.
Normal people.
Maybe they're having a bad day or something, but for the most
But then you
part,
realize some of these people, you're like, these are. Imagine like you're thinking way too high of these people.
yeah.
If that's how they're spending their time and that's how they're acting, oh boy, they are.
I mean, a lot of these people, I was like, you should be on Shutter Island right now.
Buddy, I saw a woman freak out at a Casey's in Ottumwa because she was getting a hamburger for her husband, and this place was packed. There was so many people in there, and they didn't have any cold bottled water. And she was like, what the fuck is this? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, I take warm water home to my husband. It was like,
Oh my god!
like, oh my God. Like, people were just.
It's
It was
entitlement
crazy.
feels like the best
Because
word
they
for it.
brought her out of a new case of water, but it was warm. And it was like, that wasn't good enough. It's like, you can see they're swamped.
Yeah.
There's nothing any of these morons that work at Casey's can do.
Yes.
No offense, Casey's. I'm just kidding you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Yeah, I was at Casey's, I think the day after Christmas, getting a little breakfast pizza.
yeah.
There you go.
But I got there, I was like 10, 15, and I got there and they had none. I was like, oh. I'm like, damn, you snooze, you lose. And I was looking around to see if maybe they're working on another one. I'm like, I'll take a couple laps, maybe another one will come out.
Yeah.
And then this lady comes up and sees the same thing, and she just goes off on
Yeah.
them. And it's like, what do you want?
Yeah.
There's no guarantees for anything. Just
No.
Yeah. Do you live your life that way?
I know, that's what I mean. Like, it would never cross my mind to just go off on people.
Well, I think that's why it's so hard for me. Like now, basically the only way I can stop it from completely fucking up my life, because I do have enough stuff, whether it be the shows or the club. I do have to be out in the world kind of in that way, like the businesses and stuff.
Yeah.
The business is kind of an extension of you. Because, when people
Yes.
hate it, like we got that review from that terrible comedian the day after Christmas, 2
Right.
stars on a club that hadn't been open for
Yeah.
6 months. I was
Right.
like, where's the Christmas spirit? Like,
Yeah.
He was like, this place sucks. Bring back Last Laugh. I was like, no comedian ever has said that.
Yeah. I also found it very funny that he gave you 2 stars.
Yeah.
Like, why 2? What is.
Just hit us with the one, dog.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Yeah. But like I'm someone, and this isn't a holier than thou thing. I'm almost like the fart thing a little, where it's like I'm so like not wanting to do that to other people.
Yeah.
Like I have never sent a meal back in my entire life. Any bad review I wrote, which I wrote one for like a restaurant in Ames when I was in my early 20s.
Right.
I deleted that like the next day because I felt bad or whatever.
Well, something has to be so bad.
Yeah.
Like
for
you
me
feel
to
like you
complain
have
about
to
it.
warn the general public.
Yes.
like a turd on a plate.
Yes,
Yeah,
where
like-
you have to be like, this is because
Yeah.
a couple of Fall Fest ago, we went to, I won't even say where we went because I like the place, but we went to a place to eat, and they were taking forever, and when they brought out the kids' food, it was disgusting. And I was like, we just wanted this mac and cheese not to be gross, and it took 45 minutes, and it's clearly from a box. Like, what is the deal here? And it's still gross. And I still tipped them but I was just like, heads, I want you to know that this was unacceptable to a degree, but it has to be like, to get me to do that at a business, even if the business is horrible, I'm like, whatever, that'll work itself out. You know,
That's what I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like, I don't have to deal. This isn't my place.
No.
I don't know.
And like,
And in general, just with other people, like being unpleasant in general, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why are you being a pissy bitch?
yeah.
Like, I just don't understand it.
There's definitely times I'm out in the world and I'm grumpy, but that is all internal.
Right.
You know, like I might just be kind of stone faced going through the world.
Same. I think I don't
that-
look very approachable.
Yeah, that's probably what.
Yeah. And I understand. That's kind of what I'm going for.
Yeah.
Please don't fucking talk to me.
Yeah. Right.
And I won't talk to you.
That's kind of
it's
my
going to be
appeal.
great. Yeah. I will be stoically deliver your shit and
Yes.
say, have a nice day with a smile on my
Yeah.
face.
I'm a stay out of your way kind
Yes.
of guy. That's why I think that's the best service I can do the world is staying out of everybody's way.
Right.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then
Yes.
with like, and maybe this is speaking as someone who's worked in the service industry a lot in my life, but the people who bitch about those situations, like the Casey's Pizza thing, it's like, first off, we all know these jobs suck.
Yes, that's. I also measure that with the service.
Yes.
When they used to have a big sign at Bebop's that said $7.50 an hour, and they did a shitty job, I would be like, makes sense.
Yeah.
do a shitty job,
Yeah.
please. This is what I expect from you.
Yes.
You know, and they don't generally.
No,
you know what
Bebop's
I mean? It's
actually
like, yeah. And it's like, but if they do, I'm like, yeah, I get it.
Yes.
Don't, especially when it's $1.50 burger day on the east side. You know, there's
Yes.
100 people lined
be a little
up.
crazy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna like give these people a fucking break.
Yeah.
They
And
didn't
it's
give
the
you your
same
80th
people-
burger.
The same people that flip out in those situations are the same people that will defend like a United Healthcare CEO type
Yes.
of guy.
Exactly
Where I'm
right.
like,
Absolutely.
what a
Exactly right.
bootlicking pussy
Yes.
you are. Like,
Right.
What are you
truly.
going for here?
Yeah, like
There-
what are you aligning with? Like,
What's your ethos?
What's your
going
chakra
on?
like lately? Because like you're crazy. I mean, but it always is. It's always the people like who are flipping out or like dogging on teehees, being like, "Oh, it didn't work out at the last place. So
Yeah.
they're gonna try to open it up at the new this new." I was like, first off, that's not what happened.
Yeah.
Like we were doing great, better than we had when we started. The club was running the best it ever had
Yeah.
since even before we took it over. We're moving here because we wanted to expand the thing. Meanwhile, it's
Whatever. I heard it sucks. You're like, okay,
Yeah.
okay, great.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
And they're defending the type of business, like the thing that they want in there instead of us is the exact thing that has been destroying that whole area that they're also mad about, like the crime and everything. So it's like either you want something different to come in and help that situation, or you want the old thing. You can't have but like it's duplicitous and your brain's not working quite right.
Yeah.
Not to use a big word.
People
like
can't-
duplicitous. I looked that
Yikes.
up recently.
There was a dude that worked in the back
I
room.
use it correctly, I promise.
There was a guy that worked in the back room of a grocery store, this older man with a mustache. I don't know if people might know who he is. That was well known. Everyone that worked at this place, everyone that delivered to him knew this guy was a fucking asshole. Like to a degree where it was like if he scanned my shit and it wasn't exactly right, he'd be like, not taking it. I'd be like, oh, fucking okay. But one day he's like, well, I'm trying to work. I was like, what the fuck do you think I'm doing, dog? I am here to deliver this shit. And I just can't, like, if you're that well known, like the people that work there, his managers know he's this big of an asshole to people that come in here. Like, why does he still have a job?
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I don't know. I want people to get their comeuppance.
Why do you still have a pulse? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because some of that, I'm like, I don't know. I'm amazed that people.
How did you make it through this life?
How'd you make it this far without someone beating you to death?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of death in this podcast.
There's something to be said
We have a
for
lot of murderous rage underneath.
you can get away.
Well, working in that service, like there's that. Sorry to cut you off, but
No,
there's
no.
that thing where people, and I agree with it. Like I think almost like how certain countries have mandatory military service, there should be mandatory service industry.
I think
work
so.
you have to do. It's like 2-year stint. No matter what, it's a draft. Like so maybe you go into like the Air Force. Which
Oh,
is like
McDonald's drafted
yeah,
me.
yeah,
Yes.
exactly. So it's, maybe you're working at Pizza Hut, maybe it's it, or you're a bartender or something. But it directly impacts how you interact with all of the world because if you don't understand how important all those, like the pandemic taught us that too.
Yeah.
That whole service industry thing of like those people are so essential to everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want the slice that way? It's like, how do you think all that gets done? Stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, beer delivery guys. Same thing with the club. People would come in like these crazy walkie bitches ruining shows and stuff. Like, I mean, just crazy. Where I'm like, you like pumpkin spice latte dumbasses
Yeah.
coming into your
Yeah.
fucking because they feel like they should be able to.
Is that entitlement of rich
Yeah.
morons? Yeah.
Like they're the star.
And
of,
not rich morons.
Yeah.
Just entitlement in general.
Yeah.
It's very strange. But I also feel like if you go through life acting like a complete asshole, it's evidently people don't fuck with you that much. Even if you're a little old dude.
I guess if you're a little dude, then people just don't want to like.
He wasn't old enough. I mean, he was like 60. I don't know. But
I don't know.
I just don't understand how people get through life being with that unpleasant of a disposition.
I don't understand either because I mean, even at the fairway where I was being mistreated, dare I say, by a young man who had started recently, by the looks of it, a new employee. He would just be like, where I, like it was waiting for my card, and he didn't say, "Oh, you need to like do your card." He was just like, like, you know, like just like like pointing, like just like rude as hell. But right before that, you know, some lady was like, "Oh, you can go," like to me, and I was like, "Oh no, you were there first." You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, it's just common courtesy type of shit. She was there first. It wasn't me being like extra nice or this or that.
Right.
I'm not trying to fuck at fairway. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. It was just.
No one is.
Yeah. But literally, as I'm walking out of that fairway, I have a picture on my phone. I wish I'm going to bring it up just to prove it. I walked in, you know, parked, then walked out. I don't know if you can see this truck. Like somebody parking, you know, like across two spots in a lot that's not very big. It was a cool truck too, which is a shame. But, you know, I'm like, the duality of man.
The duplicity, if you will.
Yes.
Duplicitous people.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. The Duplo blocks of man.
Because sometimes, like you said, you're around your people, as it were. You feel like, hey, we're all like this. Mm-hmm. We're all
basically decent people, you know?
We're all trying to hang out, get a sandwich, party.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen the video of that?
Those are the tenets of life.
I know. Hang out, get a sandwich, party. That's
podcast with the crew. Mm-hmm. You know, and then some people are just rancid.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I'm sorry for my negativity.
No, there is a video on the internet of a lady yelling at two dudes for fishing. And then she tries to push the one guy into the lake and just gets collapsed because she is clearly not strong enough to do that. And she just falls over.
Oh, that's my favorite kind of video is an old person who's engaged in the behavior that we're talking about. Yes. And they do it to the wrong person.
Yeah. So fun.
And
well, this guy wasn't even being a dick in this video. He was literally just like, you know, if you want to call the cops, go ahead or whatever. Yep. And she comes up and goes, like
tries to shoulder check him.
And goes. And then, he just like, you know, plants one foot just to stand there. Meanwhile, it's like that's assault, brother.
Yeah. Exactly right.
But again, even just feeling entitled to, like, she was obviously trying to like probably push him into the lake or whatever, or the little pond.
Yeah.
It's like there's so many different ways you could have handled that. Crazy. I just don't understand people.
Yeah.
And sometimes I feel like I do in my stupid little head. I'm like, I think I get how the world works.
Sometimes I feel like I'd be better off if I was extremely stupid and constantly pissed off. That's the world I'm in. Oh, that was good. Yeah.
Nah, I mean, and their ignorance is bliss, they say, for a reason, maybe.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I have a little story if you'd like to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
So this was years and years ago. Yeah, how we doing on time? Okay, running a little long. That's all right.
Run the harp.
Years and years ago, when this has probably been like 5 years ago. I was trying to get in the gym, get my swole on. It was probably like post breakup or something. Trying to prove someone wrong, show somebody what they were missing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm getting in the gym, and there's a very cute Hispanic girl there, right? So I'm like, maybe this is the next chapter of AJ's book. This young lady. And so, and from what I can tell, because we interact a little bit, I'm like, it seems kind of broken Englishy. So,
Okay.
You know? Where it's like,
So
I'm like, I'm going to download Duolingo, learn a little Espanol.
Hola, mamacita.
I essentially, after about 3 weeks of like, sort of like, you know, at the gym, whatever, you kind of like, you nod at each other, you tip your fedora, you know, hey, you know, it sort of builds, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
And again, even just from the small vocal interactions, I'm like, okay, like I'm going to try to meet halfway.
Mm-hmm.
Learn a little Spanish Duolingo style.
Buenos dias.
And I go up to her and I say, "Estás muy bonita."
Oh.
which I think is
You are very beautiful.
you is very beautiful.
Yeah. Yes.
She was Indian. So I'm stupid and racist.
Amazing.
I was a little off.
Yes.
It's important to figure out exactly what language they speak before you decide to learn.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is key.
Key.
That is key.
That Boone High Spanish paying off.
Yeah.
Estás muy bonita. She was like, what?
Why is this Hispanic guy hitting on me?
Yeah, exactly. Must be one of those light-skinned Mexican guys.
It must be from Spain.
It's like Pitbull or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like one of those Lou Bega type guys. A classic AJL.
Yeah.
You gotta love
That
it.
is a good one.
Yeah.
is a
It was
good
a lesson learned, though.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Yeah.
I really did download Duolingo. I
I'm
was like,
I
I did not doubt you for
Yeah.
1 second.
brushed up. Trying to brush up on my Spanish.
you didn't want to look stupid.
Yeah. God forbid. Yeah. Gotta meet these ladies
That
halfway.
is so great when you just tank yourself instantly.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was a pro at it. I mean, continue to be, but man, oh man. That's like that stupid confidence I do have, like the Grease the Musical, not being a singer kind of thing.
Right,
Where
right.
Some of these other stories I've told over the years.
Yeah.
I've always had that where I'm just like, I just believe in myself, dog.
I love it.
That's what's up.
You have to.
Sometimes you just got to shoot your shot.
The Arthur theme song says it. Believe in yourself. That's the place to start.
Yeah. Right now, we're the little Arthur fist. We're all angry. You know? That little meme of the. Well, gee, folks. I think that's, covered the beret. I did see a funny TikTok about I thought Soulja Boy actually had one of the better takes on the aliens and drones.
Oh, really? Soulja Boy.
He was like, if they ain't buying my records, fuck them.
Of course.
That was his whole.
I feel like that is pretty good.
I
can't argue with that.
Yeah, I was like, if they're not buttering my bread, I mean, he's got a point.
They did ban they banned them from the airspace, and they seem to have. It seems to have dissipated.
They're still there, though.
They are.
They're still there.
I'm surprised
I
it
don't-
took it that long.
Well, it's not like they're allowed to fly over fucking army bases and shit before. That's what I'm like.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just them being like, see, it's fine.
It's all good.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell's going on, but I wish they would come do something.
Help deliver some beer at least.
Yeah. Or be like, hey, you don't have to go to work today. Like, hey, thanks.
Thanks, Gleep Glorp.
You're a real one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's burn this L.
Yeah. Gleep Glorp is down.
This one went by fast. We had a lot of fun, I think,
It
tonight.
did. Yeah.
Covered a lot of ground.
We did.
I think it's important to accept that we all do have anger in us like that. you
Yeah.
know?
We do.
I'm not immune to it, for real. Sometimes there's a period, I go through periods where I'm like, damn, I'm too, like, I have a problem with anger almost. I get so angry about stuff sometimes. But.
Stuff definitely gets, caught in our craws, I think,
Mm-hmm.
knowing. I mean, our group chat, God forbid that ever gets out.
Yeah.
Certainly some
A few
tirades in there.
few tirades have been registered there. A few complaints.
But I think it is, I mean, it would be almost insanity to not be angry at certain parts of life like that.
Yeah.
How could you, as someone with a business, having people shit on it or insane phone calls like that, like you would have to be, like your brain would have to not work almost to not react to it, I guess it's how you decide to ultimately react to it that matters.
Yeah.
Goes to the therapy stuff where, because I used to feel guilty for just feeling that way. Like I'm a bad person for feeling angry about these type of things. But ultimately, that's just natural and that's a reflex.
Yeah.
It's like what you
Right.
do with it. Like how you choose to respond. I think they even talk about that where it's like respond versus react or
Right.
little things like that.
Yeah.
It felt poignant, like in therapy at least, to being like, you're not a bad person for feeling angry at this.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
You're a bad person for smashing them over the head with a 2x4.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I did.
Depending on who it is. Yeah. Sometimes that's okay, probably.
It's only a 2x4.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought I hit your shoulder.
Yeah.
Tommy boy. Yeah.
Not feeling it here. More right here. Giant weapon.
Yes.
That's a good
My
movie to watch
shoulder
when you're
doesn't
feeling
hurt,
bad.
but my face does. Classic.
Absolutely classic. Folks, as we start to bring No Sleep Airlines to a land here, now would be a great time for you all to hop online. Even if you don't live in this area, buy a ticket to No Sleep at Val Air Ballroom with Dan Donahue. Very funny guy. Toll and Alex are both on the show. I'll be on the 1s and 2s. Shyla will probably be there.
I would hope.
I would certainly.
She's writing all of our jokes. She has a lot of work to do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Getting the sets together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, 1,000 seats. We'd love to see one of you in them. You know,
Mm-hmm.
let's try to get at least 100 people there.
You don't look stupid.
Yes, exactly. That'd be great. That would almost be fun. I mean, I would enjoy. I'd be like, this is.
Oh, I'm sure you would love it.
Yeah.
At that point, I almost would.
Yeah,
That's
say,
better than like the middling. Fail.
somebody's getting yelled at by AJ tonight.
No, I've had my heart broken a few times on
Yeah.
shows. When I tried to do my little dance party show, no one came to that.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I came to it.
That's true. And Toll came to
I
it.
was
But you
there.
know, it's yeah. I've had my heart broken a few times in that way. So, but everything's looking good. Metrics are looking great. Very exciting.
Nice.
Venmo at Tobo Cop. Black Hat Ice
Shout
Cream
out. Yeah.
reopens January 2nd, folks. Not a day sooner. Don't call.
My birthday's on the 1st. Don't call me that day.
That's right.
We're not open.
Can't believe it.
I'm partying.
Yeah.
By
Shout out to
partying,
my
I
man
mean
Jay
sitting around doing
Garcia.
nothing.
Buddy, it's too much.
He loves you.
He does.
At Venmo at Tobo Cop.
So we really helped him with all our advice. We are.
We know it
Sage
all.
advice.
Yeah, that's right. Life sucks and then you die. You're welcome.
Pay me $20.
Patreon.com/NoSleepDSM helps us pay for Shyla and our other bills. And yeah.
I haven't even met the Bills.
The Bills.
Yeah, I think that's just about everything. Like and subscribe. That always helps. Follow us on TikTok. We're blowing up.
Yeah, before it goes
Blowing
away.
up there.
Yeah. I've been AJ Simmons.
Ooh, I've been Toll McGrain.
And I've been the Ice Cream King of Des Moines, Alex Carter.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Fucking AJ, Toll and Alex. They're fucking hilarious.
This is a certified hood classic. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.